The concept of a Satanic New World Order is often associated with conspiracy theories that suggest a group of powerful individuals or organizations are secretly working to control world events and manipulate the global population. One of the most popular claims made by proponents of this theory is that the idea of global warming is a fabrication designed to control people's lives and impose a one-world government. According to this narrative, the Satanic New World Order creates and perpetuates the myth of global warming to justify restrictive policies, confiscate resources, and enslave humanity. Proponents of this theory argue the idea of global warming is based on flawed science and manipulated data. They claim that the evidence of climate change is exaggerated or falsified, and that the real agenda behind the global warming narrative is to create a pretext for the implementation of a totalitarian world government. This government, they believe, would have the power to control every aspect of people's lives, from the food they eat to the air they breathe. The Satanic New World Order, according to this theory, uses global warming as a tool to justify the imposition of strict regulations, taxes, and laws that would gradually root individual freedoms and national sovereignty. One of the key pieces of evidence cited by proponents of this theory is the alleged manipulation of climate data by scientists and governments. They point to instances of data tampering, such as the Climategate scandal, as proof that the science behind global warming is flawed and that the data is being manipulated to support a preconceived agenda. They also argue that the predictions made by climate models are consistently inaccurate, and that the actual data does not support the idea of catastrophic global warming. Furthermore, they claim that the solutions proposed to address global warming, such as carbon taxes and renewable energy, are designed to benefit a small elite of powerful individuals and corporations at the expense of the general population. However, the overwhelming scientific consensus is that global warming is real, and it is caused by human activities such as the burning of fossil fuels and deforestation. The evidence for climate change is based on decades of research and data from multiple lines of evidence, including temperature records, melting glaciers, and shifts in the distribution of plants and animals. The scientific community has thoroughly examined the data and has concluded that human-induced climate change is a serious threat to the environment, human health, and the economy. Despite the scientific consensus, the conspiracy theory of a Satanic New World Order using global warming to control people's lives persists. This theory is often perpetuated by misinformation and disinformation spread through social media and other online platforms. It is also fueled by a distrust of governments and institutions, which are seen as corrupt and manipulative. The theory taps into people's fears of loss of freedom and autonomy, and it provides a simplistic explanation for complex global problems. In conclusion, the idea that the Satanic New World Order is creating and perpetuating the myth of global warming to control people's lives is a conspiracy theory with no basis in fact. The scientific evidence for climate change is clear and overwhelming, and it is not supported by the claim that it is a tool for totalitarian control. While it is understandable that people may be skeptical of governments and institutions, it is essential to rely on credible sources of information and to approach claims with a critical and nuanced perspective. By doing so, we can work together to address the real challenges posed by climate change and create a more sustainable and equitable future for all. The notion of a Satanic New World Order is a distraction from the real issues at hand, and it is essential to focus on the facts and the evidence rather than perpetuating baseless conspiracy theories.